You know what it is.
Coda's crib, Coda's crib, Coda's crib.
Welcome back to Coda Script Podcast, the number 4.5 podcast in the world, available on Apple, Spotify, Rumble, YouTube, all of them out there. If you got them, we're there. Make sure you put that notification bell on. We're coming at you. Football season's about to be here. That's why I got the Florida State. I can wear this and be proud until the season starts, and then we're probably 0-4, and I don't want to touch it again. So
right.
It's in the air. It's in the air. Fall's like my favorite time of the year, so I'm pumped. I'm ready to get into it. Florida State is going 12-0. We're here. We're not going to go anywhere.
This is also the season where is the season of the year where I asked Dakota, hey, in football, why is this team doing this? What is this? What is this? What is that? Because if you know me, I do not follow up on it all the time, but I love to watch it with the boys. I mean,
That's
we're
right.
playing it. So.
I mean, hey, I put on some high school football last night, and it was just nice to have some form of football on, just to, put in the background and just be playing, just watching the boys just smash some heads in. Is there anything better?
I can't think of one thing. Quiplash.
Quiplash was pretty good. I think if you want to test the infrastructure of America, you line up. It don't matter. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. You put 12 of them in some shoulder pads, and you line them up against some Georgia Bulldogs, and you just have them go at, and we'll see what we're working with. We'll see who the few, the proud, the dogs are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I think. That's what I think we need. On another note, speaking of football, let's talk about the Bible. What a segue, right?
I don't see how.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
What's been fire? Like, sometimes you see these stories, like you see these news things, and in all news, like they piggyback off of negativity, and they just want to give you, the bad stories, this, that, and the other. But like sometimes you'd be scrolling and just looking at all this news stuff, and it's like, how, like, do people not see? Like, can you not tell? Like, there's some, like, whether it be murder trials or just whatever it is, all this stuff. It's like, how can you not see? Like, is it not clear as day? Like, this person's in the wrong, this person's in the right. But then you get a story, a spin on it, and it's like, you got different opinions, and it shouldn't even be a question. You ever feel like that? And so then I think, and I was in the Bible the other day, like reading through 2 Timothy, and then just some other scripture passages that came up. Some of them was like 2 Timothy 4:3-4. People will reject healthy teaching. They will look for teachers who tell them what they want to hear. They will turn away from their truth and believe false stories. Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians 2:9-11. God will send a strong delusion so that people will believe the lie because they did not love the truth and chose to delight in wickedness instead. I think about that one because sometimes there's like these stories that there's almost got to be like a demonic or something out there that these people can't see, like truth from lie. Like, how can you not see the black and white? Like, this is truth, this is wrong, this is right. But then I think about like these verses, like Romans 1:25. People traded God's truth for a lie. They chose to worship created things instead of the Creator. And like that one really hits home because we think like, oh, it's just now in this culture that we're dealing with this. But think about even from the beginning, like the Exodus and everything. They're making these golden calves while Moses is up on the mountaintop talking to God. He comes back and he's like, how long was I gone? And you already did all this junk, So it's not just now that these things, but I think all the time, like, how can you not see right from wrong? There's a pretty big case, like with this lady killed her kids, and it's like how you would think that this person would clearly be in the wrong, but then she's got all this support, and it's like, how can you? There's all sorts of things. So it's crazy, not to go crazy into it and everything, but it just kind of helps me knowing like it's not just a now problem. This has been since the beginning, and God has a plan. And I think in 2 Timothy, verse 2 says, "Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction." And I think that's just like, that's what we got to do. We got to be able to know the truth and be ready in and out of season. This ain't football. This ain't football. There's not an off season, an on season,
I mean, I think about like even the enemy, like
So
the father of lies.
Yeah,
Right. And so he's always trying to deceive and
Yep.
change the truth and twist the truth and make you think, man, this sin, it isn't so bad. I think I may have talked to you about it before, but like, just getting lemonade in a water cup. When you just say, oh, I just want a water cup when you go get something to eat. Just
Yep.
want a water cup, it's free. But then you get lemonade.
Yep.
So it looks like water, but
Yep.
you know it's not
all
water.
those little things that
And
if
so
you
they add up, and then you grow numb to it.
Yep.
And so I don't know.
If-
But even Jesus, like he walked the earth, and then he was like just doing the right things, but people hated him.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
what Bible scriptures say, like, don't be surprised when the world hates
Yep.
you.
If you compromise on the little, you'll compromise on the big.
Mm-hmm.
That's a word right there. So yeah, no, it's just like you got to know the truth. You got to know like what is the truth, be able to discern and all that. And like I said, the devil is the father of lies, and I think that's also why all this conspiracy theories and stuff. Like I try not to get too involved in it because it's like, okay, you can always pull in, especially now AI, all the things, you can always find a little bit of truth here, there, but until you like know what is right, like it's just a bunch of lies that you're looking into, and so being able to discern and know what's right, what's wrong.
I've seen people think about that with AI, like people, do we trust it, do we not? Because it's all weird right now, but then will it get to the point where everybody's using it, so it's just okay.
Yeah.
But down the road, what's going to happen with it? And there's so many controversial things on it right now, but I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, and people, a lot of people are like, what? I've seen this new thing kind of coming around where people are like, why did the events in Jesus' time and everything, his death, burial, resurrection happen when it did? Like, why wouldn't he have done it with cameras? And like when there was cameras, when there was iPhones, when there was this, that, and the other. And first time I heard that, I'm thinking, okay, because like now is the best time to do it when there's all this AI stuff and you really think you're going to believe, okay, say you were to see something, oh, that's not AI, that's not this, that's not that. Like, I'm like, come on, the likelihood of you just being able to believe and not blaming it on this, that, being able to throw off blame here, like at the end of the day, people are either going to believe it or they're not. They're going to lead where the evidence is or not. And
even the Charlie Kirk thing, I've heard things where like, oh, it was fake. It was all edited. It was fake. It was stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a show.
well,
he's still real.
He's still alive on some island.
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
like,
So let's get into a question that I've been dying to ask. Do you have an emergency water in your car?
in my truck. Yeah. I do. Well, but then I don't know, because it's hot right now and plastic melts. I get kind of weird. And so,
Yeah.
like it sits in my door.
Yep.
And
yep.
so after like a month,
See,
I switch it out.
I grew up, my grandma, she had waters at every single cup holder in the car. She had waters everywhere. So you never going thirsty on her watch. So I just grew up, I thought that was like a normal thing. I've been dogged on it like this last month. People are like, you just have a water sitting in here? I'm
You
like,
never know.
I thought that was normal. I didn't know that wasn't good. And then they say, oh, the plastic can get too hot and then it does stuff to the water. I'll be honest with you. I put way worse things in my body. Like it's just that's probably true. There's probably some validity to that because my car is just piping hot. It's hot water, warm water, and then it goes back. But I still drink that thing, and I'm hydrated, and I'm here today.
You never know when you're gonna be thirsty, or you never know when you're gonna have to go to the bathroom. So you gotta pour that water out.
No,
and you gotta go to the bathroom because, dude, I've been in traffic before, and there was a water bottle. I filled it up. And then, like, the water bottle I had, but luckily I had an emergency water bottle in my door. I'm like, oh, I need to finish going to the bathroom. I'm stuck in traffic for an hour and a half on the highway. Can't go anywhere. So what do? I pour the hot water out that's been sitting there for a while, and I go to the bathroom in the bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think spiders think when you walk in their web? You think they're like, oh, I just got a big one?
I've never thought about this question. Funny you ask, because this morning when we went to go get coffee, you weren't outside, but I walked in between two cars just to get my truck.
Yep.
And I walked straight into a spider web. So I'm like checking myself. I'm like shaking it down because like, bro, if I have a spider on me and it's crawling on me,
I know.
No.
It's terrible. I literally thought that though the other day. I was walking in the woods and then I walked straight through this just big old spider web. And I'm sitting there. You can never get it off of you. So you're sitting here just like it's always on you. And then I'm thinking, okay, if I was that spider and I saw me walk through through my web?
Yes.
Am I sitting there like, oh, I just got a big one? Like, hey, kids, yeah, stop hunting. I got something for a month.
Or
you know?
are they mad because now their home's messed
Or
up?
exactly now, or are they mad like, oh, I was never gonna get him. I just gotta redo this whole web because.
Took me all week.
But I'm not gonna lie. If you imagine being that like a fly that goes into the spider web, and then, I mean, for a fly, that's a lethal thing. You're not getting out of that. That's like, you know, some super glue, some gorilla glue in a pool that you just jump into. You know, you ain't getting out of that. But for a fly, that's some pretty impressive stuff.
Who knows?
Also, if you tell me that you use something and there's spider webs on it, don't lie to me.
Wait, what?
Like if I go into your house and you're like, hey, can you grab me the screwdriver out there? Like I'm a handyman. I always do stuff. And I go out there and there's spider webs
There's
on it.
dust on it.
And there's dust on it, and then I'm like, you do not use this, and you say, yeah, I do.
When was the last time you touched it? When I moved in.
Exactly. So, anyways,
That's funny.
I
never thought of that.
Yeah, I didn't either till I literally was just like sitting there, just like getting stuff. It's always there.
You think it's in your hair, laying eggs, crawling in your ears, laying eggs while you're sleeping.
Yeah, I do kind of low key have a fear of falling. Because the other day I killed a spider right before bed. It was just on the floor, but then I was like, what if it's in my bed?
Or had babies and you.
Yeah, or that's
seen
why.
videos of
Yeah,
that?
when you kill them
Oh
in
my
there. Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, that is wild. What is the best meat? What's the best meat out there?
Like steak?
Sure, yeah, anything. Steak, hamburger, sausage, turkey.
Dude,
like
steak.
what is the best?
Steak's pretty good. I feel like it depends on what time of the day.
Okay. What time of the day? But
Morning-
you're gonna go
morning.
with steak.
Yeah. I think all time, yeah,
Okay.
steak.
Steak's my second.
Oh,
Steak's
cheeseburgers. I love you a cheeseburger.
so hamburger?
Yeah, I'm going to go hamburger.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go
hamburger then steak?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think the best meat of all time is bacon.
Mm.
Okay? Because think about it. You can eat bacon by itself. You can put bacon on a burger. Okay? You can put bacon in a salad. Okay?
Yeah.
So you
yeah.
got vegetable, you got meat to
mac
meat.
and cheese.
You can put it in mac and cheese, a carb to meat. You can put it in there. You can put it in just about anything. Okay? You can put it on some mashed potatoes, loaded baked potato. Like it doesn't matter. You can just absolutely put bacon in anything and it's going to enhance it. Steak and hamburger, like you can put it in most things, but not like everything. You know?
I get that.
I
get
think
that.
bacon, and then I'd probably go hamburger and then steak like that. But bacon is just I use it in everything. I literally am sitting there cooking something and I'm like, man, you know what would make this better? Bacon. But you don't sit there and be like, oh, you know what would make this better? Like a steak right now. Like not always, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
you can
that's a
do
good
steak
pool.
and salad, but bacon just always. I'll be making mac and cheese. Bacon.
That's a good pool.
Mashed potatoes. Bacon.
Have you ever been to Longhorns and you saw like what is it? The T-bone steak?
Laffy Taffy. Bacon.
The big no, not
yeah.
that. There's the T-bone
yeah.
steak, or like the biggest steak there is on there. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
We were at a lunch one time, and a friend of mine was like, he was paying for everything. He was the leader of like the group, the owner of the group and stuff like that of the business, and so he was paying for everything. And he said hey, y'all get whatever y'all want, and so we always gotta listen to what he orders first and see how far out we're gonna go. So he kind of orders just a steak, just a simple steak at Longhorns, right?
Yeah.
And then he says to another guy, he's like, hey, I bet you so-and-so, I bet you can't eat this whole thing. This whole T-bone
How big
steak.
was it?
What the biggest T-bone steak there you can get there.
Okay.
And he's like, I'll pay for all. And so he's like, bet. Okay. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
He gets the T-bone steak. And he finished the T-bone steak. He ate it all.
Uh-huh.
He ate it all. But you could see him like he was talking in the beginning of the lunch and stuff like that. But towards the end, he started talking and he's like kind of struggling. You can see him struggling. But he finished it. And afterwards, he was like, he talked to me afterwards. He was like, it was a struggle, and I'm not gonna lie, about lost it, about threw it up, but we got it done. And then the next day, he's like, "Dude, I'm hurting. I'm hurting."
I'm telling you, eating It's a professional sport. There is some real skill to eating.
Joey Chestnut.
Chestnut, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the training he be doing. I mean, he be putting cinder. The Bible says put a millstone around your neck, jump in it if you're a stumbling block. Joey Chestnut says I'm gonna put a millstone around my neck and train for some hot dogs. Okay,
That's crazy.
and he just be. Have you seen that?
No.
He had like a documentary, and he like I don't know. He trains his like neck or something. I don't know.
The fact that you train to eat.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's impressive. But I know it's hard because you ever get in the middle of an entree and you got the meat sweats. I mean, you can't bounce back. It's tough. It's like going through. I mean, I don't know if I'd rather go through the A gap with a 220 pure muscle linebacker or hit that 16-ounce steak midway through when I got the meat sweats. I don't know, but it's something else.
And it's like that. You don't want to look like that guy. It's like I ordered this steak, and now I can only eat half of it.
Exactly.
You gotta finish it. It's either all or nothing.
That's one of my things I try. Like with growing up, you always hear like, it was a privilege to have this much food. You better eat it all. So I try to like always eat all my food, especially if someone else is like paying and everything. Like you just try to eat it all. But here's the question: if someone else is paying for your food. And I know you touched on it earlier, like you got to see you got to gauge what they're doing to see what you order. But what's your motto? Like if someone else is going to pay for you, are you ordering the most expensive thing, the least expensive thing, or like what's your motto with that?
Like just like what I said, you always, usually, hopefully, they would order first, and like, or I would kind of, hey, well, you go ahead first. I'm still looking, and then see where they go. If they go all out, I have to go all out.
Okay, and then so basically, whatever they order, you're either gonna copy it or like that's the number. Say they order something and it's $30. You're like, okay, I'm not going over. Like I'm not going much over than $30. $30 kind of my price.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
See, my thing. I used to order like the least expensive thing. And sometimes I still will, just depending on like who it is. I'll just go least expensive. I'm like, hey, it's a free meal. I can get through some 3 unsalted chicken tenders, you know? I can get through it for a meal. It's free. I am very thankful. And then but now like I depending on who it is, my motto is kind of, if I'm not going to pay for it myself, I'm not going to get it. Like if I wouldn't buy this right now myself, I'm not going to get it. Like if I was already planning, hey, I'm going to come in and order 2 McDoubles and a fry and get it half off, I'm not going to now switch up because someone else is paying, just out of respect, you know?
I used to be that guy. Say you're going to a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
I would order a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Just because it's safe. It's safe. You don't. But then, back in the day, I would get embarrassed because I was like, I'll get made fun of.
Yeah.
I'll get made fun of. We'll do one time. Pause right quick. One time I got made fun of. We went on a hog hunt, okay? Hog hunt. At a hog hunt, you go at night. The hogs are moving at night.
Yep.
And so it's like we finished the hunt. Hey, we're hungry. Let's go get some Waffle House. I'll go to Waffle House, right? I order I don't know how you feel about this, but I order a chocolate chip waffle. So good. Chocolate chip waffle. Yeah. So good. Apparently, that is childish. And they were laughing the whole time. You want your kid's toy with that? You want your kid's toy with that? Are you serious? Chocolate chip waffle. Have you tried it, sir? No. So I eat the whole chocolate chip waffle, and then to this day, I've never gotten. I don't get chocolate chip waffles anymore.
Really? They did you like that?
They're like, you want your kid's toy with that? Are you serious?
No.
You want your ice cream cup?
Truly, I think that's like one of the most safest plays.
Yeah.
Like you order a chocolate chip waffle, it's enough to fill you up. Like, you're probably still gonna go to the pantry, get a couple gummy worms or something that night to fill you up. But that's a safe play.
It is, and I think it was because I got chocolate chips on it. The waffle itself, it's Waffle House. That wasn't the thing. But it was a chocolate chip waffle, and then they're out here getting the All-Stars. I'm like barely in high school at the time.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with that. I want names and addresses of those people.
That's right. Then we're gonna go on another hunt.
Yeah, no, I've ordered a chocolate chip waffle many times. Like just to order, it's easy, it's simple. And you might want like a side of bacon or something just to get you some protein.
Exactly.
Like that would be probably the safest play, but still, you just go in, get a chocolate chip waffle, call it a day.
Get some bacon to counter the sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know how we got on that, but seriously, if you get a chocolate chip waffle, you're a Waffle
live your
House,
life,
dude.
Live your life. Order that chocolate chip waffle.
Moral of the whole story: get what you want to get, and don't pitch a fit. I mean, like, don't care about what Mojo says over here, dude. Just do you.
How many times your mom just say that to you, and you're just like, man. And when you're a kid, and your parents say something that rhymes, you're just like, wow, they're wise.
They're so clever, but they've heard their whole life.
And they've heard their whole life, and half of it you don't even know what it means.
Yes.
Like half the time, like
Yes.
what you're sitting there, like
It's-
that.
it's
If
like-
you really think about it, that don't make sense. But I'm 4 years old, so that's great.
It's
Good
like
job.
in an argument and somebody uses a big word.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what it means. You know they don't know what it means.
Yeah.
But it sounds very smart, and you're like, you win.
Yeah, you're sitting there like that's hyperbole, and you know it. You don't even say the word right, and they
Yes.
still are just like
Wow.
you're right. That is hyperbole. Like, you
Hey,
know,
you went to
like-
Harvard.
Like, yeah, my gosh. Growing up, you think your parents did go to Harvard, and then you realize, like, oh, you went to Coastal? Like, what? You went to a community college? Not bashing on a community college. I was in a
Nope.
community
I
college
was in a community
for 4
college.
months, okay? Not even 3 weeks. But again, okay, I
Right.
was there. I lived it. So, you know, like growing up, like my kids now, I'm going to tell them something, and they're going to be like, man, like, that's really smart. He's a genius. And then, like, 3 weeks later, their mom tells them, hey, your dad's a college dropout. And they're sitting there, my gosh.
But he does so
He's
good
so
now.
stupid. Like, how did I ever think he's something? Yeah. Anyways, the repercussions that we got to deal with,
That's
but
right.
but anyways,
They say you always have a is it a backup child?
Backup
payback
plan?
child.
Oh, yeah.
Payback child.
Payback job.
You always have a payback child. So however you are as a kid, be ready because when you have
Oh, yeah.
kids, you're gonna have a
Bro,
payback child.
you don't know how many times my mom has told me that. Like, just wait till you. I was told the same thing, and it's gonna happen. You know it is. But you know, you just
Everyone has to go through it. You're gonna
Yeah.
listen to me someday, son. You're
Yeah.
gonna listen.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through
You'll
it.
see it when you have a kid.
Yeah. You'll
All right.
understand one day.
Yeah.
Gosh. Hey, speaking of one day, today is actually I think it's tomorrow, the 3rd year of Coda's Crib.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
August
okay.
23rd.
Okay.
August 23rd.
Is it? That's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Coda's Crib, 3 years coming at you strong. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Who do you want on the pod? Let us know. We'll get them on.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else?
Mm-mm.
Leave
You said
with-
get him on?
Get him on. We wanted him. We were trying to get him back
Oh.
because guess what? It would have been great to have him.
The
The
year 3.
the OG starting it off with us, but it's all right. He's at
Georgetown University.
Georgetown playing some baseball. So make sure you go watch him on Dewberry. Until next time, Coda's Crib out.